Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's requested to do a Chronos build. I'm going to be starting with Conquest and then going over other game modes right after that. So, Chronos is a mix of a hunter and a mage. He's very versatile. He can be playing in multiple roles in Conquest, that being the hunter role in the dual lane, or middle lane, or even solo lane. So, he's very versatile. In Conquest, the starter, like if you go to the recommended tab, and then the starter is pretty much what you want to go with: Vampiric Shroud, Lost Artifact, Soulstone. I'm not too sure about the item. That starter item still, it hasn't been seeing too much favor. It's mainly Vampiric Shroud. Lost Artifact, like I said, MP5 magical power to start you off, and then you go into your boots. Shoes of Magi is a little bit more favored over the cooldown boots on the current meta. So after you finish your boost, you have a few options here. If you're very comfortable playing Chronos or experienced player in Smite and you know you're not going to die too much, you can go back and build up Doom Orb. It's a really powerful item, but the thing is, if you're not too experienced and you know you're probably going to die a few times, don't pick this item up. Reason being, if you don't know already, if you die, the stacks are cut in half and it begins to be questionable, is this item really worth it if you're dying? So you can go back and pick that up if you're experienced. If not, you can do a few things after boots. You can go into like Demonic Grip right after your boots to help out with your attack speed and start getting some damage online. And then you can go back and then pick up Chronos Pendant, or you can do vice versa. You can pick up Chronos Pendant and then go into Demonic Grip. You have a few options there. But this may be a little bit more safe, like newbie friendly, if you will. Or you could do something else. Let's go back here. If you still want to have a stack an item in Conquest, you can go with either Warlock Sash, or you can go with Book of Thoth, whichever one you prefer. And then you can go back and then build this to Chronos Pendant, and then you can go and get Demonic Grip. Because Demonic Grip is definitely an item you want to have. It's one of the core items for Chronos, right? So then after that, you can go, if you're fine with the amount of penetration you have now, you can go like straight into Razahuti. Like, let's say if you know the game is about to end and you can't really go back and get another item slot, like sell and try to pick up something else, you can go straight into Razahuti. Or if you know the match is going to last a little bit longer and you want to pick up another penetration item, you can go ahead and pick up Obsidian Shard, and then go ahead and go back, sell your starter item for Vampiric Shroud, and then go ahead and pick up the Razahuti. And you can do something like that. Back on the point of penetration, Spear of Magnus, it doesn't really seem that great on Chronos. He doesn't have like a huge damage over time effect on one of his abilities where he can easily apply the passive on it. His 3 does hit twice, but still, it's probably not the greatest thing to pick up as penetration. You can go with, like, sitting in chart is a little bit better for that, and also you do have some built-in penetration with Demonic Grip. So you can go something like this, or like I said before, with the Doom Orb. Now, going into a little bit more casual modes like Arena. Assault is pretty, well, let me go over Arena first. I want to get that out of the way. So, Arena, you can go into boots first. Also, you may be questioning, like, why not Haste of Mentalis, but if you're unfamiliar with Chronos, he pretty much has a built-in Haste of Mentalis effect on his 2. If you see here, you hit his 2. While active, his attack speed is increased, and he is not affected by the attacking movement speed debuff. So that's pretty much built in Haste of Mentalis. So you probably don't even need to buy Sprint either. So that is that. So choose the Magi, and then you can go into like Demonic Grip. Maybe questioning, should I get Telekind's Ring? Telekind's Ring, it's decent. But if you're going to pick it up early, like pick it up as your second or third item slot, for the fact that the additional 40 magical damage on the passive gets kind of mitigated the later you pick it up rather. The same idea with Mystical Mail is you want to pick those items up early, because if you pick it up late game, the 40 magical damage is not going to be hitting for 40 magical damage. It's going to be hitting less, because as gods level up, they have higher protection. So that's the idea behind that. So you can go like Demonic Grip, or Telekind and Demonic Grip as your first, the 2 item slots after boots, and then you can go into like Chronos Pendant. So a little bit some cooldown reduction. You want to get cooldown reduction early if you are going to pick it up at all. Then penetration. And then let's say, you know, it's arena. Arena, if you're not super fed, you're not going to be able to get your last item slot. Then you can go to like Rise Hoodie or whatever. And you can do something like that. Polynomicon is always a questionable option for Chronos. Polynomicon has been through a lot over the past couple seasons, being nerfed a lot, so it's more of personal preference. If you like the passive and you think it's really cool, then pick it up. If not, it's kind of whatever. Now for Assault, the kind of the meta for mages and assault is picking up Chronos Pendant as your first item. The reason being, it has built-in MP5 and it has cooldown reduction and magical powers. The three main attributes you're looking for as a mage, and especially since you can't go back and assault, then you just go into boots. You go into your regular build, just picking up Chronos Pendant first. So that pretty much wraps it up. Hope that was pretty useful information for Chronos building in multiple game modes, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.